All right, hello. It is Julie Salva. You are at Stamp and Shine with Julie Salva, and it is October 17th. What does that mean? It means I am offering my... Okay, so let's just pause for a minute. See, so that was good. That was like my big, fun introduction, but let's just pause for a minute. So this is kind of a two-in-one class, okay? It's a two-in-one class. So it is a craft along on the front end. Okay, it's kind of like it's the mullet of stamping classes. The mullet of stamping classes. Business in the front, party in the back. So this is what I have, my mullet of stamping classes. So it's a craft along on the front end. So that means people that chose to craft along with me, they have a kit with all the supplies and everything, and they are either here now, or they're going to watch the replay later and make these projects. They've got a written PDF that I emailed to them, so they are ready to go. The other part of my mullet class here, the party in the back, is this. So this is like where those of you who didn't get the craft along part, but you're like, I want to see what you're doing. I want to join in. I want to watch, and maybe I'll work on a kit or I'll work on something else while you're crafting. And then if you like the class, then on the back end, you can order a kit as well. So, and it'll be free. And there's a way you can do that. And I'll talk about that later. So again, the mullet class, the front end is the craft along, the back end is the free class with Humble Home. So anyway, welcome. You'll be pleased to know that I am drinking decaf coffee now because it's a little chilly and I need to stay warm, so I've got that up here. So let me tell you what we're going to do. I've got 5 projects that we're going to do, 4 cards and 1 3D item. If you are one of the craft along people, and I see some of you here, Carrie is here, Pam is here, some others are popping in. If you're one of the craft along people, in your kit that you have received in the mail, and I think everybody has received it, one of them is hiding somewhere in the postal service, but most everybody else is here. You received a pack of the book treat boxes. This has 10 of the boxes in it. So we're gonna make 1, and then you'll have 9 others that you can do whatever you want to do with. So your craft along kit included a package of these. It included these sparkle gems. They're kind of in the neutral colors. Okay, so your craft along kit included that. And then your craft along kit also included a package of, and this is one I've been working out of, the Iconic Celebrations DSP. And I want to really tell you guys with this, it's a great set of DSP. It's 6x6, and I know that some of you are like, well, yeah, but I got it several months ago, and I mean, I still have some. That's true, and I want you to use it all up. But I don't want you to miss how versatile it is, because this DSP has really just about any holiday you can think of. It's got birthday, it's got 4th of July, it's got fall, Christmas. I mean, it's got so many. It has hearts for Valentine's. So, I mean, it has so many things. So so that's what you got too, and I think that you're going to be pleased that you have it. So that is where we're at. I've got my computer set up over here so I can see comments as they run through. Oh, yay, Jennifer Vanderwicken is there. Hello, Carrie. I know Carrie gave me an LOL. I know it's the mullet of stamping classes. I think that's clever. I think it's clever. I think saying we are having a Stampin' Mullet class, business in the front, party in the back, craft along on the front end, free class on the back end is perfect. So this is what the kit looks like. It comes with all of the supplies, but it also comes packaged like this. It's labeled as to what the class is, because I know a lot of you guys get different kits. Some of you get more than one from me. Others of you get them from different demonstrators. So I always try to label them. And then inside of the kit, what I have is an envelope, and then the pieces, again, the pre-cut pieces, not the stamped pieces. I can't do that per Stampin' Up rule, but the pre-cut pieces of cardstock that you'll be using. So they're all divided up and already sorted in an envelope. Then the other thing you have in this kit is, and this is if you got it on the front end, but your kit, if you got one on the back end for free. I know you're like, how do I get one for free, Julie? If you place an order, I send it to you for free. I'll talk about it later, okay? These are your scraps. So there's a couple ribbons in here that we haven't used, or that you didn't need a whole roll of. I put Lord have mercy. These jokers right here, these little peppermint embellishments, these are like the most valuable thing in the Stampin' Up! World right now. So you have 3 of them. You got 3 of them in your little scrap kit, and then some papers that you can stamp on. So that was in your kit too. So it should be really pretty well organized. Now those of you who ordered the stamp along again on the front end with me, I sent you your tutorial, and so I suggested that you go on and pre-cut your DSP, that might make it a little bit easier for you. So if you did that, great. If not, I'll be giving dimensions and I'll be cutting mine so people can see that. So there's no need to worry. I'm going to show you well, you know what? I think I'll show you the cards that we're going to make as we go. All right. So I will tell you the first one that we're going to make, though, is the crumb cake envelope. Crumb cake envelope. We're going to go on and start with a fun fold while you are fresh and you have your energy and you're ready to stamp with me. So if you got this on the front end, I want you to grab your crumb cake envelope. And remember, if you don't have that, if you're just hanging out, grab a kit. Grab a paper pumpkin kit if you have one. Grab a crafting kit. You know, those are on sale this month, right? 30% off. If you don't have one, you should get some. They're amazing. Or work on whatever it is, your Christmas cards. Work on something. You know, work on something. Or just pay attention to me. Because if you don't know this. 2 things to expect. You will laugh at something. Hopefully you've already laughed at the mullet stamping class. I mean, that's good stuff. You might have seen earlier that I did do a video and I had lettuce stuck on my teeth, in between my teeth. I found out about 3/4 of the way into the video. And I was like, I'm too lazy to stop. I'm just going to get it out. We're going to go with it. So you never know what to expect. And I'll probably make a mistake of some sort. I'm pretty good at that. But I'm also pretty good at fixing them too. So there you go. All right, so let's go with this one. I'm going to show you the card. This is a fun fold card. Okay, it's this little flat card, like so. And this is the card. This actually was inspired by sketch number 12 in the idea book. If you were watching the Great American Stampin' Show, that is a friendly competition. It's on every Thursday night on YouTube. And I compete in it along with Jody Reinert, Shannon West, and Brandy Barnard. And this season, this is our 3rd season, we are doing the sketches. So last week was sketch 12, and this is actually, I think many of you guys have seen it. This was actually the card that I did for sketch 12. Okay, the peppermint hot chocolate. And so for this class, you guys, here's the thing. When you learn a fold, stick with it. I mean, you can make them look different. So that's what this one is. So you're gonna learn that fold with me. So let's go on and take our pieces out of the envelope. I'm going to show them to you, and then I'm going to flip my phone down, and we'll actually start stamping together. So in here, you have a piece of crumb cake cut to 5.5 by 8.5, piece of basic white cut to 5 1/4 by 4, 3 circles in cherry cobbler, garden green, and old olive, and these are punched out with the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. And then a Stylish Shapes die cut circle. This is the, I believe it is the 2nd largest size. The 2nd largest size is what I'm thinking. Okay, so that's what we've got. So hold on, give me a minute. Let me get my phone situated. You know that's gonna be a thing, right? But I think I can do it. Here we go. Okay, there's me. There's that. There's that. There we go. Okay, I'm going to tell you what, y'all, hold on for 1 second. I'm going to grab a grid sheet. That's going to get rid of this glare, but still give good light. Okay, so give me a second here. All right. Yeah, that's good. Okay. All right. Let me get a sip of coffee. I hope you have a warm beverage where you are. All right, I'm good to go. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your crumb cake, go on and fold it in half. Okay. And if you want to score it. If you want to use your bone folder, use your bone folder. Really, that's going to be up to you. And then once you do that, I want you to trim off 1 inch, okay? Trim off 1 inch from the front, okay? That gives us this piece right here. Okay, so again, you've taken your your crumb cake cardstock. You folded it in half, and this again was 8.5 by 5.5. You folded it in half, and then you have trimmed off this piece. So now this piece is 1 inch by 5.5 inches. So here's what I want you to do. This is the end of the measuring, okay? Once you do this, you're gonna be great. What I want you to do is go to the 2-inch line and do not cut it. Do not cut it. Listen to me. Do not cut it, but score it. Holla. See my score line there? I'm just gonna fold, okay? And now I will say goodbye, trimmer. All right. So you've got your base ready to go. If you have followed the directions, you will have already cut if you got the tutorial. And again, if you get the free class, which you can get by, I'm gonna bring this just a little bit down here, okay? Which you can get by placing a $40 order. If you place a $50 order, you'll get that plus the gems, but you'll get that PDF with it, okay? So you've already cut this, and we have cut this to 3 inches, okay, by 5 1/4, and then 1 inch by 5 1/4. Now you can choose the DSP that you want to choose. I just suggested that you choose some DSP that kind of coordinates, and I like mixing patterns. You know this about me, okay? And so I went ahead and did that. Okay, take your DSP. And Jen, I don't know why you didn't order it, goofball, but I can get it for you. Okay, you love my realness. It's refreshing. Well, girl, there's no other way to be, okay? Take your DSP and go on and adhere that to the front of the card. And honestly, I'm going to tell you something. If I were paying better attention, I would have cut this a little bit different, because I'm just going to tell you, I don't like that big green strip right there. I mean, maybe it's okay. I don't know, but it's not my favorite. All right. Then set that aside. Grab your basic white, and you're going to put this piece right on that. Okay. So you're going to take this little 1 inch piece of DSP, and you're going to put it along the right hand edge. Okay. Like so. All right, are we good there? I know I have a lot of shadows, guys. Oh, that's a little bit better. I'm going to be working on this. I've got a person who does lighting pretty good, and they're going to come in. They're going to come and help me. But gosh, you guys continue to be so patient with my foolishness. Okay, now I know right now someone's like, oh, I'm going to go on and I'm going to put my. But no, don't. Do not put your mat in yet. Okay, be a listener. What you're going to do is take this crumb cake piece here. All right. And you are going to, no, don't do it. Adhere this right in the back, okay? So right on that score line, all right? You're just gonna put that score line. See where I put my adhesive on the short side? And then I'm gonna lay this up to the score line and fold. You can do it kind of in the middle if you want, maybe a little bit lower. It's up to you, okay? Now is the time that you can adhere this on the inside of your card, okay? So go on and do that. And y'all, I'm telling you, this is just such a great fold because it's so easy. But yet, the person who gets this is going to be like, oh my gosh, just look how talented and clever that Julie Salva is. Who knew? Who knew how good she was? We knew. Now, see, this is the moment that they don't see where I got to get it all like lined up good. We knew she could get lettuce stuck in her teeth. We didn't know she could do this. Look at that. Look at that. So very cute. So very cute. Okay. Now, all we're going to do is just follow that sketch and embellish here. All right. It is fancy. It is fancy. Okay. So I have these 3 circles, again, garden green, old olive, cherry cobbler, and they are punched out with the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. So while I'm here, I might as well go on and stamp my sentiment. And I'm stamping it on the olive with the garden green. Where did I put my finished card? So that I could know. Now I got to, oh man, now I think I got to do it from, oh no, here it is. Okay, from memory, I don't. This is the card, my friends. This is the card. It is cute. It really is. So, from our house to yours, that's what I'm stamping right here. So, I'll get that garden green out. I will get my stamp set. It's a cute set, guys. It really is. Hopefully I tried to like have a lot of variety with it tonight, so that y'all would be able to see all of the different uses to it. So I worked pretty hard on that. So from our house to yours, and I'm going to go on and just ink that and stamp it here. Did you guys have a good day today? I haven't even asked you. Now, why am I even asking you? I can't even talk right now because I mean, I stamped that perfectly. Man, that is good stuff, Salva. Okay, back to you. Did you guys have a good day today? I hope that you did. I had a good day. You know what I did? Okay. I would highly encourage all of you to do this as well, if you haven't already. I went to the dermatologist. And I went to the dermatologist because there was no reason, okay? There's no reason for me to go to the dermatologist per se, other than the fact that I'm 58 and I have not, gosh, I don't think I've been to a dermatologist since I was in, like, I don't know, middle school, breaking out and all that. So I wanted to go to the dermatologist and just get my skin checked, just make sure that everything is okay. And it was, so that was good. Okay, so I've got my white circle here, all right? Now, you've got two choices at this point, and it just depends on how brave you are. And I just want you to know, sister's feeling brave. Sister is feeling brave. The reason I say this is because on my sample here, I actually stamped this on white, and in your scrap envelope, you've got enough white that you can do this. You're going to be stamping a couple of houses out of that, though, so use it judiciously. But in looking at it, I'm like, I can stamp right on that. So I'm going to give it a try. And if I mess up, I'll just go to my scrap paper, and I'll do it that way, and then I'll just adhere it on there. But I'm feeling good. So I'm going to stamp my brick house. If you go and watch the Great American Stampin' Show tonight, which is on now, you will see, and you can watch it till Sunday. You have till Sunday to vote. I did burst into just a little tune of "She's a Brick House, she's mighty, letting it all hang out." Okay, that's not bad. I got a little bit of ink right there, but I think it's going to be covered with the roof. I feel pretty good. All right, so it's up to you. You can stamp directly on it, or you can stamp on your scrap and punch it out. Seriously, totally up to you. I am going to do my roof in, and I know my Canadian friends, Jen Vanderrecken right now, I know she says it's roof. Y'all say roof, don't you? Not roof. I think my Minnesota friends might say roof too. I'm going to stamp it in crumb cake. Now, here's the thing. Here's a tip, okay? When you pick this roof up, if you're not super careful, it's going to like flay out like that. And then when you stamp it, it's not going to look right. All right. So my tip is always just lay it down gently and then use your clock to pick it up, and you'll have it done properly. Okay. So, well, thank you, Carrie. It is good. All right, Jen, this is a great question. Jen asks, how did I get my bricks to look so good? All right. I've shared this before. I'll share it again. My nail file. I get it at the grocery store. You can get it at the beauty supply store, wherever you need to go. There's 4 sanding sides to it. These 2 are pretty rough. Don't use them, okay? This one is nothing. I don't even know what this does. It's this one right here, okay? The one that has a little bit of a sander to it, but it's not real rough. Anytime you have a bold stamp that has like the bricks or like this heart that comes in this set, okay? Anytime you have that. I call these bold images, B-O-L-D. I call this a fine line image because the fine line is what makes the art, okay? But anytime you have a bold one, I feel like I say that weird, bold. That's a hard one. Sand it. Now don't do that, okay? Just kind of a crosshatch. And that's what I did. I sanded it. So, and it makes all the difference. All the difference. So, okay, I'm inking up. I did the same thing for the roof. Oh, see, now y'all got me talking weird. Okay, I'm going to line it up. There we go. Pushing it down. Boom. All right, there's my house right there. Now, on your scrap paper, you are going to have to do this. Okay, you are going to have to do this. And I've got a plethora of scrap paper over here that I'll use somewhere. Yeah, I'll use this. Okay, because you're going to stamp your windows and your door. So this is the stamp for the windows and the door right here. And they're connected. I don't know if you know that, if you've looked at this or not, but they are. So really what I care about right now is I just want the door. Okay, so I'm going to go on and in the crumb cake, I don't need to hide the windows or anything like that. It doesn't matter. They're not going to be for anything. So I've stamped the door. And now I'm going to just cut it out. All right. It's kind of a fussy cut. Fussy cutting can be tricky for some of us. And by some of us, I mean me, but I'm not going to freak out about it. it's just cutting. I'm just going to cut. You know what I feel like though? I feel like I should have like those glasses that like doctors who are performing surgery or jewelers use. You know, they come down, those little things like that, and they come down over your eyes. I feel like if I had that would be helpful. All right, I'm going to put my door on. And you can use whatever adhesive you want. This adhesive would work really well, or these little pieces would work really well with an adhesive sheet. But because I have my silicone mat, I'm fine. Okay, so I got my door there. And then I need my windows. Now, fortunately, the windows on this project are going to be in the crumb cake as well. All right, so I don't have to restamp them. You will see another way to do windows, though, on one of our other projects. So I'm just going to take this. I'm going to go in this little square. This is my window piece. So I'm going to go in right here, and I'm going to punch out a window. And I'll go right over here and punch out my second window, along with other things. And you see the back of that? I mean, this was something that I had stamped on. It's fine, okay? It's fine. I'm not going to use that I had stamped on, but there's no need for me to throw it away. So, alrighty. Got a little bit of adhesive there. And I will put that window on my house. It's like I'm a building contractor. Boom. And I'll put this window on my house. Now, my house is almost, well, they should be even. I think codes would not be a fan if they weren't even. So you can finagle. Okay, there, boom. All right, you see the sample there? It's got the heart. Now, if you got the kit on the front end, I have a scrap of cherry cobbler that probably was in that envelope, just a real skinny scrap that you can punch out a heart. I've actually already punched out a couple hearts just as I've been creating. And here's the thing, I just keep them in here because sometimes, you know, as I'm creating, I get, you know, the hearts come out. So rather than just throw them away, I'll just keep them in here. Okay, that's actually real red. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use this because I want it to be cherry cobbler. So there's my heart. Okay. And a little bit of adhesive. That heart, it looks like that's weird. It punched out weird. Let me do it again. Listen to me. Like I said, it's weird. It punched out weird. Like it's the, where'd it go? There it is. Why is it doing that? It's not getting that end nicely. Like it's the punch's fault. No, it's my fault. There we go. Now you're like, okay, I kind of get, there we go, perfect heart. You're like, I kind of get, Julie, why you have all these extra hearts laying around. Okay, I'll leave that one there. So I'm going to put my heart on my door. Not that one. And we're almost done. That is so sweet. Y'all, that is so sweet. Okay, so let me pull up my computer again and see if anybody has said anything. Like, why am I here? Or you're a dork. Or any of those fun things. All right, I've made this enough so I kind of know where I want to place these circles. But again, in following the sketch, okay, I kind of have an idea. And again, this was sketch number 12. And you might be asking, Julie, why do you have that foam pad out right now? Well, I initially pulled it out because when I stamped on this, the white was disappearing into the grid sheet. But another reason to have it out is because when you're using a photopolymer stamp, they don't have a lot of give. A red rubber stamp has that foam right up under here, okay? But these photopolymer ones don't. And so sometimes, Jen, when you were asking how did I get it to stamp good, sometimes they don't stamp good because your surface is too hard. So this gives it that little bit of foam cushioning to give me a better image as well, the way that the red rubber does. Okay, so put this here. I want to make sure, and the reason I put the adhesive simply on this little latch here is I don't want it anywhere on this or else it's not going to open. And then I'm going to take a dimensional for this part, the From Our House to Yours. I might pop that up there. No, I'm not either. It doesn't look right. That'd be fine. I'm going to take a dimensional, and I'm so excited. It's the end of my dimensional sheet. Yay! And I'm going to put it right over here in this corner. And pop that right there, making sure that it doesn't go out over that edge. And I've got a card with a really great fun fold, and it's easy. From Our House to Yours, open it up, open it up. You're the best. I love you, Julie Salva. I will give you any type of gift that you want. Love, all of us. Well, thank you guys. That's nice. Okay, so project number 1. I'll check the comments and see if anybody has any questions on that, but really, I think it's pretty easy. You know, I think that it's one of those, it's a big bang, but it's an easy card. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to set that aside. Okay, let me set this one aside too. Side note, by the way, if you want to, this is the point that you would add your embellishments. Okay, so if you want to do that, you can. All right, so I'll put that over there, and I will now go to project number 2. Project number 2. I think I'm going to go with, let me get my paper back here. I think the one that we will do, I've set everything aside over here, y'all. I really wish you could see how messy, well, actually, I'm glad you can't, how messy things are for me right now. Let's go with the vanilla, okay? So I want you to get your vanilla envelope. Inside that envelope are all your pieces. This is the large circle with the stylish shapes circle. You've got your base, which is very vanilla thick. You've got a cherry cobbler insert, okay? So those are the pieces that we have right now. Let me grab the sample so that I can show it to you. And of course, oh, sorry, my light went out. All right. This is the card that we're going to make. This is an easy one, and it's so cute. This is the one that I actually shared where I told you guys that I copied another card that I had done with the exact same layout. I just copied that layout because I really liked it. It was cute. So on this cherry cobbler piece, which is cut down to 5 by 4 1/4, you're going to want to emboss it with whatever embossing folder you want. It really doesn't matter. I used in the sample, I used the timber, and I think I told you that. You could see that there in the tutorial. But you can emboss it with whatever embossing folder you want to emboss it with. For the sake of time, I'm not going to go and emboss it right now, but you guys do that. So emboss it however you want. And while you're doing that, I'm going to pull out this DSP. This is the, I don't know, I mean, I wish I could make, wait a minute. I nearly said I wish I could make up names, and then I realized, Julie Salva, you're in charge. This is your thing. You can totally make up names. So this is, let's call this the Pine DSP. I thought those looked kind of like pine fronds, but now I think they look like feathers. Regardless, it's pine. And then on the back, you've got your great candy canes, so you can use that. Kathy, thank you. I am glad you love this stamp set. I need to tell you at this moment that evidently a lot of people love this stamp set because it is not available until the 28th of this month. And I am very sad about that. But it will then be available. So it is coming back. It's not like it's not coming back. It is. It's just going to take a minute. So you might need to wait just a second for it. Okay, so we're going to cut this. It's 4 inches. Okay, the DSP, it's 4 inches. I'm measuring it on my grid sheet because I didn't print out the tutorial. By 2 inches. So just a 4x2 piece of the DSP of your choice. Okay, if you don't want to use this pine feather, pine feather, that's a great name. You can use whatever you want. So, but I'll cut it 4 inches by 2 inches. All right. I'm going to set this aside. Okay, so easy, easy, chicken squeezy. Have y'all heard that before? Do they say that in Canada, Jen? This is going to be adhered just to the side of your mat. Okay. And then I'm going to set both of these aside and get this circle. Okay. Again, it's the largest stylish shapes circle, and it is in vanilla. All right, we're going to our gingerbread house stamp. This is the fine line stamp, and I love this one. It stamps beautifully. So grab that out of here. You know, I will tell you, and I said this in the Great American Stampin' Show video, this stamp set was not on my short list. It wasn't even on my long list. I mean, it was not on my list at all. I mean, I thought it was cute, but I don't know. I just wasn't all whatever about it. But then I started seeing some things done with it. And if you like doing like giftables to your neighbors, little tags, sweet treats, things like that, it's a great set for that. If you have a new neighbor, I have a new neighbor. I think you guys were with me one night when I was stamping and I was watching people like look at the house to buy. We were wondering who was going to buy it. And I do have a new neighbor. Her name is Christy, and she's lovely, and I'm looking forward to getting to know her better. There's always a little bit of concern with that, though, because she may not be looking forward to getting to know me better. But I do want to make her brownies or something, and then I mean, this is a perfect stamp set to use to make her a little card, you know, to go with it. Yeah, humble home. If somebody asked, thank you, Jen, for sharing that. So I've stamped this. I'm going to add just a little bit of color to it with the blends. Where did I put the lid to my Memento Black? Okay, I'm going to set that. You know what this means. This is destined to oh, here it is. Sprout wings and fly and fall on top of everything. So for this, I used Cherry Cobbler Light. Okay, I pretty much always use light unless there's accents that I want to do. So I used Cherry Cobbler Light. I used the light Mossy Meadow. I used, now in Lemon Lolly, I used Lemon Lolly, but in Lemon Lolly, I used the dark because it's, I mean, it's so light. So with these, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to color the gingerbread here. You know, I don't know. I never really knew what that was, these little accents. I don't even remember when I learned that it was called gingerbread, but I do like it. It's cute. Okay. And then again, down at the bottom. If you are stamping along with me, Carrie, I know that you're there. How's it going? Are you getting your projects? Are they working out okay? Am I going too fast? Everything going okay? Come here. There we go. I'm going to do this in like the mossy meadow. And I will do the little window accents that I'm sure have a name. Molding, maybe? I don't know. And then the lemon lolly here to look like light is coming out. That is so cute. I mean, it really does look like it's light in there. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for that. Okay, just a little bit of coloring. I want a cherry heart, so get your cherry scrap, and you can do your cherry heart. I have one from the other project that I just did. So I'm going to put that right up there. And then the last thing that I'm going to stamp here, you have in your kit a little piece of vanilla scrap, okay? So take that vanilla scrap and the cherry cobbler ink, and you are just going to stamp Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Where is? Yeah, here it is. Right, it looks like that. Okay. So I'm stamping Merry Christmas and cherry cobbler. And I'm stamping it down here on purpose because, poop. Why do I say that? I did it last time. I said poop. I'm going to cut these out. Okay. So I've got Christmas here. This is the most fussy cutting I think I've done in months. And that's kind of crooked, but it'll be okay. And then I'm going to cut out the Mary right here. So if you're like Jen Drake and you're like, why did I not get that kit? That sure would have been great to have everything all cut and ready to go. Well, you're right, it would have been. It's not too late. I have some extra kits made up. I do not have an unlimited quantity of them. I think I have 5 that are made up, and you can get it for free. I will send you the kit for free. Now, it will not include a full pack of the DSP or anything like that unless you want that, and I can make that happen. But you can get it for free if you place a $40 order, and I will mail you. I'll handle the shipping and everything. I'll mail you the kit with all the pieces pre-cut. The only thing that won't be pre-cut is anything that goes with that punch, and then the stamp set. You'll need to have the stamp set. Okay. And even if you're like, well, I don't have it now, you can just order it when it comes available. Okay. So that's how you can get this as a free class. Get it as a free class by placing a $40 order. If you want the gems with it, place a $50 order and it'll come your way. So that's how that works. Okay, so I got my vanilla card base. While I was talking, I reached over there to score it because thick cardstock, y'all, you got to score it. You have to. And now we're at the putting together stage. So let's do it. Let's do just that. I'm going to put my cherry cobbler on, and you can see that I didn't emboss it because all my embossing stuff is in my other room where I work. I should have done it ahead of time, but I didn't. But it looks just fine without it. It does not have to be. The sample that you guys have, again, though, it is. And then I'm going to adhere I'll wait to do that, my Merry Christmas. This, okay, is going to be adhered using dimensionals, okay? I heard my computer bing, so that's why I paused for a minute to check and see if there was anything that I needed to hear. All right, so dimensionals here to pop this up. And that'll go. This is just the cutest card. Again, it's not because I'm this great stamper or anything. It's just the layout is pleasing to the eye. And I know that seems weird to say, but it's true. The layout is pleasing to the eye. Okay, I'm going to get my Merry Christmas and put some adhesive there. And you can, if you want to, you could kind of put it cattywampus. There's my Merry. Christmas, or like the initial sample, you can put it straight. Okay, we can take a look at that and see which one you like. But okay, I like it straight. When I gotta fix it, when I look at them together, I'm like, no, that cattywonk is not working. It is not working. It makes me feel like somebody would get it and be like, what was she thinking? And trust me, I got enough people that wonder what I'm thinking on any given occasion that I do not need to give them any, yeah, that's so much better, any more cause. Okay, in your little scrap envelope, you have some linen thread. This is where you're going to use it, okay? So you're going to do a double bow, and the piece is long enough. Okay, I'm going to cut a piece here, but the piece is long enough. And when I do a double bow, I just fold the linen thread in half. Okay. And then I cut an end. And what do we say about ribbon? Life's too short to cut short ribbon, so you should have plenty. And there we go. I just tied both the pieces in there at the same time. That gives me that cute double bow, which is a little bit more substantial than just one piece of linen thread. And I love how the ends are all curly and stuff. It's kind of whimsical. I don't know if she's still on here, but Kim McGillis popped in. Okay, let me just tell you something. If you guys don't follow Kim McGillis, you totally should, especially if you like the vintage Jen Vanderwecken. Kim is in Canada. She's a Canadian demonstrator, and not only is she a lovely person, but she's so talented. And so I don't, why did I say that? I mean, what was my point? I don't even know what my point was. Oh, I know, with like just the little linen thread and the ends and all, it reminds me of the kind of stuff she does. So there's that. And then if you want to, you can put a couple gems on it. I had my gems that you guys got somewhere, but rather than spend time looking for them right now, I'm just going to use these Drucy gems. Hey guys, if you don't have these Drucy gems, I don't know if that's how you say it. It's how I say it. They're in gold and silver. Get them. I mean, I love these. They're super cute. And they're really versatile too. So there we go. Card number 2. Card number 2. So we've done pretty good. I'm going to have to get a move on though, because I want to try to keep this to just a little bit over an hour. I can do that though. I can get a move on. I'm not worried about it. Okay. All right. Oh, Kathy Hodges wants it. Good. Okay. So there's that. So we have that card done. Boom. Done. All right. We've made 2 cards. Let's go to our third. Let me get my envelope. And by the way, y'all, don't forget, you can stamp your envelope if you want to. You know what? I think it was, I'm going to do it right now. I think it was Jen Vanderwecken. I think you said this last time that you can stamp like the back flap. I know you can add ribbon. I've seen people, or not ribbon, DSP. I've seen people do that. But doing the back flap, like with the stamp half on, half off. Oh, look at that. That's cute. And then when they open it, that's really cute. I love that idea. Love it. Okay, so let's put that one aside. All right, it is time to go to card number 3. Card number 3. We are rocking and rolling. So let me grab the appropriate envelope. Let's go with the olive. Let's go with the old olive. So in this envelope, you have, oh, this is the fun fold. You guys are going to like it. I'm going to pull this up just a little bit. I think you guys can probably see better if I do. Okay, you've got a piece of old olive that is cut to 5.5 by 8.5. You have a piece of old olive that is cut to 3.25 by 8. 3.25 by 8. And again, in the tutorial, all these measurements are there. And then you have 2 pieces of basic white. Both of them are cut to 3 by 3.75. Okay, so let's go to the DSP. For this one, if you have your picture, and I'll show you the card that has gotten lost in the chaos of my desk. Here it is right here. Yay. It pops up. So this one has nothing to do with Christmas. Well, I mean, that's not true. It kind of does because I use the Christmas trees back here. But this opens up. So thank you for the special, for the sweet gift. Isn't that cute? Thank you, thank you, thank you for the sweet gift. Such an easy fold to do too. You guys are gonna love it. So let me go on and show you the fold, and then I'll pull up the DSP. Okay. So with this fold, you're just gonna take your card base and fold it in half. Okay. So folding it in half. Again, if you're a score person, score away. But folding it in half. All right, now we're going to do a little cut here. All right, so listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm telling you. Be a listener here. All right. So this is the only hard part, and it's not even hard. So we're going here to this 4 1/4 line. You're like, you didn't say anything about 4 1/4. It's 4 1/4. When you fold it in half, it's 4 1/4. Okay. And you're going to line that up, put the tip of that line in your little cutting tray here, and then take this end, the lower right, and put the tip of that corner in the tray. So when you cut, boom, look what did, look, it's a diagonal. How great is that? You guys, it's almost done now. It's so easy. So this piece right here is scrap. Do with it what you will. I'm sure some of you will design some fabulous origami, something or another, that people like me would be like, how in the world did they even think of that? I don't even know. I am on a roll, Kathy. That's true. Okay, and I am going to do the little plaid. Okay, I'm going to do the Christmas trees there. See, I should have done what I told you guys to do, which is to pre-cut your stuff. I didn't do that, and I should have done it. That was goofy of me. So I'm going to do that Christmas tree, and then I'm going to do this little, I don't know, diagonal. It's the back of the pumpkin, okay? So the base, the Christmas tree is super easy. All right, that's just like any regular mat. So that's going to be 4 by 5 1/4. Easy, easy. When I'm done, I'm going to post a picture of what my desk looks like so you guys can see. It is a nightmare. All right. Then for the front part where I'm going to be doing the diagonal, okay, and just as a reminder, this is what it will look like. Okay. Again, super easy. You already know how to do it. You just don't know that you do. So I cut it to 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. It is a cute fold. A magic cup like Rhonda. Yes, I should get a magic cup. I didn't even know there was a thing. All right, I'm getting a magic cup. And then, remember how I did the diagonal on the card before? Same thing, same thing. Upper left corner in the cutting tray, bottom right corner in the cutting tray. Up, up, up. Don't move on me here. Cut. Now watch this. Prepare to be amazed. Look at there. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. So let's adhere this down. This is the part right here that people are going to be like, oh my gosh. First the one fold, now this other one. I don't even know the genius that hides within you. See, that's what I want you to tell yourself. When you're making a card, I want you to tell yourself that there is a genius hiding within you. And your job is to share that genius with the world. Why are we called Stamp and Shine? Because that's what we do. We stamp, and by doing so, we shine a little bit of light in the dark places. And how do you do that? By sharing the genius that is you. Honestly, I should be like Brene Brown right now. It's like, this is a TED Talk. You guys didn't even pay for that. Okay, so we've got that. Now I'm going to go to this piece. This is the what did I say? It's 8. It's 3 1/4 by 8. Fold it in half. If you want to, you can score it 4 inches, or you can just fold it in half. The only paper that I'm like, you have to score, there's two times that like I will go nuts on you if you don't score. One is if you're using thick cardstock. The other is if you're making a 3D item, because you need really great lines for that. But other than that, you can fold. Okay, so right here, I see Katie Barnhill is here. This, just so you know, is going to go right in here. We'll adhere it. So that's how it's just, I mean, it's so easy. So before we adhere it though, I want to do our stamping, because if we don't and we mess up, then, you know, we don't have our magic cardstock anymore to work with. So what I am going to do is, this is what we're stamping. Get the heart. Okay. Come on, this light. Okay. I'll get the heart and I will get the thank you. And now if you are a fan of the Stamparatus, this is your card. I could be a fan of the Stamparatus. However, that would mean I would have to find my Stamparatus. I'm telling you, I need someone to come organize me in the worst way. So I just really, I eyeballed all this. And it's okay because these are photopolymer stamps. So it doesn't really make it all that hard to do, you know. Now I'm going to get my real red. And that's what I'm going to stamp my heart in. I wanted to bring in a little bit of a brighter red on occasion rather than having everything be like a dark cherry cobbler or something like that. But really, I mean, I don't want to say that Old Olive and This is Pecan Pie are neutrals, but they kind of are. I think you could do anything that you wanted to do. So I'm going to stamp my hearts first. They'll kind of give me a placement. So one in the upper left corner. One, then the middle, right. That is good. And Jen Drake, you can see I'm getting that good stamp again because I sanded it. And then one that I'm eyeballing to be under the other heart, like so. Okay. I know you guys. Somebody tell me, what am I thinking right now? What am I thinking right now? It's not that hard. I am thinking, oh my gosh, look how good I did. It surprises us all, doesn't it? Surprises us all. And then I'm taking pecan pie. Because after all, just so you know, pecan pie is one of my very favorite desserts ever, ever. And I'm going to tell you a funny story about it. So my grandmother, my Meemaw, she could make what I thought, that's a little off, but it'll be okay. Amazing pecan pie. Like, I loved Meemaw's pecan pie. It was the best, okay? And so as she got a little bit older, I was like, Meemaw, can you give me your recipe for your pecan pie? And she's like, yeah, I'll give you the recipe. So Meemaw gave me the recipe and I wrote it down, which is a huge thing, okay? Because I'm not a big cook, okay? And I'm definitely not a great baker. If you have followed me at any given time, you know that Jackie is the great baker in our family, my daughter-in-law. But anyway, I did want the pecan pie. So Matt was in middle school, maybe early high school, I guess. And it was coming up on Thanksgiving time. And I was like, Matt, we're going to make Meemaw's pecan pie. Okay. Side note, pause. This is, again, one of those images. Lay it down and then pick it up with your block. If you try to place it, it's going to cattywonk on you. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, let's get Meemaw's pecan pie recipe and let's make it. So he gets the recipe and we've got all the ingredients and he's reading the recipe. This says for the sweet gift. That's going on the inside here. And he stops for a minute. I don't like that. That's not centered. That doesn't look right. Flip it over. Hence, magic paper. This will be better. So he's reading the recipe to me. Oh, so much better. And he stops. He's like, Mom. I'm like, what? He's like, Meemaw's recipe is from the back of the Karo syrup bottle. I was like, it is not, Matt. This is Meemaw's famous recipe. It is a family tradition. This is our recipe. This is what we do. He's like, Mom, come here. And he showed me, and my Meemaw's pecan pie recipe was indeed the same recipe that was on the back of the Karo syrup bottle. So, hopes and dreams crushed in a single moment right then. Okay, for the sweet gift is going right inside here. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Going on the front. And then, and you know what? I will tell you something to adhere to this. I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus, which, by the way, with Stampin' Seal Plus, I feel like Stampin' Seal Plus is a hormonal teenager. I feel like it will do exactly what it wants to do, how it wants to do it, when it wants to do it. And all I can do to try to get it to work right is to treat it gentle. So Stampin' Seal Plus, the Hormonal Teenager. But the reason I use that is because I really want it to stay. Okay, put that there, fold it, fold it. Take my gems, put a gem there, put a gem there, and put a gem there. Yay! It's done. How easy is that? Boom, boom. So easy. Okay, I'm going to check the comments. You guys, listen, you got a TED Talk. You got Stampin' Seal Plus called The Hormonal Teenager. You got the format of this class listed as a mullet. Business in the front, party in the back. I don't know what more else you want. So, oh, I would like butter tarts. I am certain I would like butter tarts. Certain I would. Contraband stamping tool. Heard it here first. Okay, so there we go. Card number 3. Guys, we are rocking and rolling here. Let's go to card 4. Now, I need to tell you right now. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to do card 4 right now. I'm going to switch over and go to the treat box, and I'm going to tell you why. Under the whole mantra that a certain business coach has trained me on, thank you, Rhonda Wade, called Work Smarter, Not Harder, card number 4 is also my Great American Stampin' Show card this week. So that way, after I show you this box, if some of you are like, I need to go, you can always watch that Great American Stampin' Show video. Okay, so these are the book treat boxes. You got 2 parts with them, and you guys got a whole pack. You can make so many of these. They're perfect for gift cards, money, anything like that. This is the box part, okay? This is the book part. So in the tutorial, I told you, and it's already scored, and it already has adhesive. Look at that. Can you, yeah, you can see, already has adhesive. I mean, Stampin' Up! Has really made this easy for us. So you just start folding, okay? And I'd encourage you to use a bone folder here to get a good crease, okay? And while I am folding, I will take this time to give you a commercial break. A commercial break. Commercial number 1. Did you know that Stampin' Up! Kits are on sale this month? 30% off. It's a great deal. What's the benefit of a kit? A kit is perfect for stamping when you don't want to think. You just want to make something. Perfect for that. A kit is perfect to have a friend over and stamp with. Perfect for that. I've done that, and it's super fun. A kit is a great Christmas gift. So think about kits, because I think that you will be glad you did. The commercial's over. Okay, so I've got all this done. Now here's what I'm going to do. On this side, I'm going to fold in the tabs, and then I will fold that over. So the tabs are kind of tucked in there, okay? So I will remove the taped image, or the tape backing. Got that there. So you kind of got to be smart, you know, with how you hold it. There we go. Side 1 is done. Now I'll go to side 2. Lena, I need to take a breath. I haven't breathed since we started. Lena, breathe. I'm going to sit here for 1 second. I'm going to drink some coffee. Y'all, let's let Lena breathe. You guys breathe with Lena, please. Lena, are you breathing? Are you breathing? I feel as if you are. Okay. Now I'm going to do this side. And Lena, hey, you work at your own pace. If I'm moving a little bit quick, you just slow down and say, I'm going to come back to this. Okay? I'm going to come back to it. Okay. There's the box. Okay. Now, in your scrap bag, okay, in your scrap bag for this project, you're going to use this ribbon. It's the cream woven ribbon. You're going to use this garden green piece. That is actually, you can go on and put a little bit of adhesive. That's going inside the bottom of your box. And you're going to use, oh, there's that little cherry cobbler piece for hearts. You're going to use this because we're going to punch a heart out of it, or a house out of it, okay? So we've got that done. You can set that aside. Now I want to show you, now that we've done that, the completed box that is here on my desk. Here it is. It's very cute, okay? Very, very cute. So that's what it looks like. All right. You've got the, we're going to put the DSP on the top. We're stamping the house, punching it out. We've got this for our background. We've embellished with the peppermints. And then we've got this color for the back. It's very, very cute, okay? So let's stamp our house. And I used the gingerbread house for this one. So I'll grab that again. And I'm just stamping it in black on red. There's nothing else happening to this, okay? Lena, are you still with me? I want to make sure you're breathing. There we go. Good. All right. And I'll get this punch. You know what? Oh, that memento. Oh, poop. That memento smear. Does that ever happen to you guys sometimes? You can be saying nothing. I'm just going to switch it over and do it on the other side. Because why? Magic paper. Mess up one side, you go to the other side. There we go. Yep, I had too much ink and I just pushed too hard. Okay. So, line it up. Punch. And look, I got a red heart. Yay. I'll keep that. All right. I don't need that anymore. Okay, so we've got this. We've stamped that and punched it out. So that's ready to go. Let's go on and cover our book fold. So I used the Christmas trees. And I told you guys in the tutorial to cut that. I think I said 4 by 4 1/4. I think that's what I said. Here we go. But the way that I figured out the dimension on that, if you're like, I need to, how do I do that? I just measured it here. It's 4 inches wide, okay, right there. And then it's 3 1/4, 4 by 3 1/4. This score line is at 3, but I want to give myself a little bit extra room to trim this part here. You'll see what I'm talking about. So let me trim this down to 4 by 3 1/4. Note, this is important. You want the piece that you use, 3 1/4, to be at the top of it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, this is going to be my front. Okay. And you know what? I told you guys a big story. I told you a story. It is 4 by 4 1/4 because I took it over to that too. So you know what? Let me recut this. And it may be, if I do not have, yep, I do have another Christmas tree. That's good. So make sure I'm doing this right. Yep, 4 1/4, 4 by 4 1/4. I am correct. Okay. Yep. Okay, so what I'm going to do is lay this here. I'm going right up to the, let me take a look here. Going right up to the fold, okay, the end of the binding. So this piece of DSP is going to cover the front of the book and the binding, okay? So I, again, am going to go back to the Stampin' Seal Plus and treat it oh so gentle. You could also use green glue for this if you wanted to. We've seen how that works for me. So no, Stampin' Seal Plus is behaving tonight. That's a win. So actually, I'm not going to need to trim a whole lot off. Now, the one thing with the Stampin' Seal Plus, okay, you got to make sure that you're getting it laid down where you want it to be laid down, because it'll grab it, and then you're stuck if you get it messed up. Okay, so really, I didn't even need to cut it to 4 1/4. I could have kept it right at 4 and gone 4 by 4. Okay, so now I'm just going to trim off right here. Get that little curve there. This is actually easier because the scissors stay flush against the book. I may or may not have cut a book before. And then I have a little tiny bit right here to, boom. Okay, look at that. See how cute that is? If you wanted it all to be DSP, you could. You could do it all DSP and have it cover the back too. I actually, though, just used a piece of cardstock that I'm going to use to cover the back. Okay, I don't even know if this was the cardstock I designed to cover the back, but it'll work. Or you could leave the back plain if you wanted to. Oh, there it goes. Stop it. Stampin' Seal Plus. Stop it. Okay. All right, there we go. And trim away. So see, really, this is pretty easy to do. All right. Okay, so tell me so far, what is your favorite? What card is your favorite? We've done 3 cards, and now we're doing this box. I'll show you the cards again real quick. I am curious about it. Okay, so we did this one. Boom. We did this one. It was quick and easy. And we did this one. Which one's your favorite so far? I will look and see what you said. You have said, good night. Oh, good. Lena is breathing. Yay. Good night, Jen Drake. So Lena is breathing. All right. In your scrap kit, you have this that I cut out from the everyday greetings of the season, the greetings of the season tags. And all I'm going to do for this is I am going to stamp the to and the from at the bottom of this tag here. I'm going to stamp it in real red. Again, like I said, I want to try to keep those bright colors in. Okay, easy. And now I'm going to put the house right on top here. And again, you can see that's the one that I've made. Okay. And I just used dimensionals to adhere the house. So that's what we can do. Now that I used my dimensionals up, I need to get another sheet of them. There we go. Okay. And I'll pop those. Jen Drake says all of them. Lena liked the first one. Good. Christine, like, you guys are my favorite. Thank you. You're all my favorite because you like them all. Okay. So I'm going to put my house right here. And then I'm going to adhere that to this flap here. Okay. Oh, you know what? I did that backwards. You'll see. I'll show you on this one. Okay. I'm going to adhere it to the flap. Just like that. So, adhere it here. Then, you can see I'm going to take this ribbon. Okay, you have that ribbon there. Just tie it around the front in a pretty bow. Okay. And then you can embellish it how you want. You can see I put peppermint there, there, and there. Now, here's the thing. There, you have 2 options here, okay? This is the tape. So if you have your gift and you already put it in there, take that tape off and seal it up, and it's going to work great. But if you don't have your gift in there yet, you don't want to take the tape off and seal it up, because then you're going to have to pull it off and open it, and that could mess it up. So don't do that. What I have seen some people do is they have done, gotten Velcro dots and just put a Velcro dot there that left the tape right there and put a Velcro dot there and there. So then Velcro is what opens this up, okay? So really that's up to you if you want to if you want to do it that way. But you guys, again, you've got birthday paper in that pack of paper you have all sorts of options. So this could be anything. It could be whatever you want it to be. Okay? So that is project number 4. Project number 4. Now, for project number 5, because I try to honor your time with this, okay? I am not going to do project number 5 live because, like I told you, it's my project tonight for the Great American Stampin' Show. So you can go over to that and you can watch that video and see exactly what we did. I mean, I do the whole thing there, and that'll be a good use of your time, but I'm going to show you the project. This may well be one of my favorites. I love it. It is so much better in real life than when it translates through the screen. This one, you're going to use your snowflake DSP, and you're going to cut that down to 3.5 by 5. All these dimensions are both in the tutorial and in the Great American Stampin' Show video. You can see here where I've stamped the house. I use Cherry Cobbler, I use Daffodil Delight, and I use Smoky Slate for the roof. And in fact, I'll hold this. Well, I don't need to hold it for, well, you can take a screenshot if you want to right now. And then I tore at the bottom. I tore the paper to look like snowdrift. I'm going to scoot it up real quick here. And I used Wink of Stella on the torn part. It looks a little bit dirty, but that's just the way the Wink of Stella does. And I think it looks more realistic like snow too. And so I put that on the snow drifts. You could see that I cut out the wreath and we just stamped Merry Christmas. So this is a very simple card, but just in looking at it, it's like I want to be inside this cabin right now, like chilling out in the snow, because I think that looks wonderful. So that is, you don't discriminate. So that's the last card. So let me show you these projects again. Okay. This one. And again, I'll put the link to the Great American Stampin' Show so you can see that. Please vote for it. Although I'm going to tell you what, y'all, all of the cards are good. I mean, I think somebody told me we're all getting better, and I think that's true. I think we are getting better. And honestly, I love this card. I really do, but there's some cute ones this week. So we did this one. We did this fun fold. And we did this fun fold. And we did this box. So 5 projects that you guys got in this. So let me tell you real quick, okay? Let me tell you real quick. If you want the ingredients to this project, to all these projects, you can place an order. I'll put the link to do that. If you place a $40 order, I will send you a kit with all of the pre-cut pieces in it, not the stamped pieces and not any punched pieces, because I can't do that. But I'll send you the other so that you'll have the supplies to make these cards. I'll send you the written PDF with pictures. And if you place a $50 order, I will include the gems as well. So you'll get that. And it's a free class. You'll get the supplies to make all of this. I'll cut the DSP for you, the whole thing. If you would rather have a kit, a plain kit, that has the pre-cut pieces, a full pack of the DSP, a full pack of the gems, and a full pack of the boxes, I can get those ordered for you, and I can send you a full kit like the people on the front end got. And if you do that, that's $44. Okay, so I'll talk about that. But so you can get this. I have, I think, 4 or 5 pieces that I've already done, and then once it's done, once those are sold, then it's done. So, so that's that. Let me flip my camera back over so I can see you guys. And boom, I'm here. I broke a sweat. Lena, you're not the only one who worked hard tonight. I broke a sweat. So I'm glad that you guys came. I hope that you enjoyed this. What have I done to my hair? It's been a day. But I want you guys to know, again, that I appreciate you. I will do one more craft along next month, so pay attention for that. For those of you who follow Rhonda and I on Creating for Christ, we have a Creating for Christ class still to come this month, and we'll be opening up registration soon for our November Creating for Christ retreat. So that's going to be super fun too. One more time, I'll show you the cards. 1, and I am going to send an email with the link to this. 2, and I'll post all of this on YouTube. 3, 4, and the box. So we have been busy. We have been busy. We have stamped, we have laughed, we have talked. I've had no lettuce in my mouth. I did that earlier today, so that's good. Are there any questions? Melinda, that's okay to be late. Totally replay it. Jen says, yay, and a fun class. I'm going to tell you what, you guys truly are the best and the most encouraging people. You really, really are. So that's what I have. That's what I got for you tonight. Hour and 20 minutes. That's not too bad. And stay tuned. Oh, one more thing. If you are not on my email list, get on my email list because we are sending out the Great American Stampin' Show 12 Weeks of Christmas tutorials. And I have week 3 ready to go. So that one's going out probably tomorrow, maybe tonight, probably tomorrow. It's going out by Sunday. That's what I'm saying. It's going out by Sunday. But I've already sent 2 out. But you only get those if you're on my email list. Okay? So there's that. Follow me on YouTube. And that's what I have, guys. So thank you. I appreciate you all more than you know. More than you know. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.